All right, shalom, shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites out here once again to bring out this truth. You so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans who are the true people of the scriptures.
Biblical.
But before we get started, we're going to go ahead and face the east, which we're facing. Give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Makakadash, and double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone, from which you learn this truth. Peace and blessings to the house of David doing his work with all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. If you want to say shalom to the hopeful elect, shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
And we're just gonna go in the spirit. You know, whatever the spirit gives us, you know, we're gonna give, and Lord willing, it'll be edifying to somebody. Somebody got a scripture?
To yourself first.
Yeah. To ourselves first.
All right.
Anybody got anything? No. Like, where'd you open the book to? Just give me something right there, brother. Where are you? Want Psalm 144?
Yeah. I got it.
Yep, just start right there, brother. You opened it up right there. Started. Let me see.
I got Ezekiel 2 if he doesn't have it.
11.
Okay.
Start at verse 11, brother.
This is the
Start
book
right there.
This is the book of Psalms 144 and verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children.
Right, and those strange children, that's the Edomites. You see? Because they were not given the law, statutes, commandments. You see, they were not made in the image, of our power. You see? And they're strange in their ways, they're strange in their works. Okay, the things that they bring forth, the scripture says that the spirit that's in them, it's not upright. Anybody want to get that?
Yeah, I got it.
Habakkuk 2 and 4?
Yeah, but they're strange in they're biological. Biologically, they're
Right.
strange.
Because they got clean lepers.
Right.
Clean lepers.
They're automatically what's it called? The recessive, right?
One
The
shall be
recessive
stronger
genes.
than the other.
Yeah.
They were born that
They were
way.
born recessive, because the recessive, blue eyes is a recessive gene, right? Blonde hair is a recessive gene, right? The stronger it'd be brown, which that's what we got, brown skin, brown eyes. That's just stronger, yeah. One should be stronger than the other, yeah.
I think it already probably got hot. Let's see. Nobody got
Yeah,
it?
it's Habakkuk chapter 2.
It froze.
Lucky.
Yours?
Yep. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know how long from the last. Look, I got it recorded in the other one though. All right.
2
go
and
ahead.
5. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5.
Start at 4, brother.
Start at 4.
That's
Yeah,
what I want.
come. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 4, Salakia, says, Behold, the spirit which is lifted up is not upright in him, but the just shall live by his faith.
You see, so the spirit that is in them is not right. Okay, their spirit's off. See, so they're their ways, compared to the ways of Israel, it's strange. You see, they're not right. Hey, brother, is it still frozen? If not, we'll just cut that off. We'll just
No, it's going.
it's going.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. It's just dang heat, But yeah, keep going on that, brother. No. That's all I wanted from that.
Okay.
Psalms,
Yeah, well, it says the just shall live by faith, right? So, hey, that just nation are the Israelites, but it begins with the elect. Okay, the elect, they're gonna move with that true faith.
Right.
You see, and those are the ones that are crying out to the Lord, begging the Lord, praying to the Lord to get rid of this, to rid us out of this situation. Okay, because we're in a very bad situation.
Right.
Okay, but it's good at the same time because we know we're at the end.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Oh, Salakia.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, and upright being he has too much pride to let him live by faith, right? So he's incapable of having faith. That's ultimately what that's meaning. The Edomites are incapable of having faith. He can, no matter what he sees the chariots, he sees Israel standing upon their feet. Obviously, there's something they spent millions and billions of dollars to keep us away from the name of Yahweh, from the name of Yahweh Shai. They did all sorts of things to keep us from where we're at to this day. And to them, they just can't fathom it. They just don't understand it. They're still just gonna keep going, like a blockhead. You know, they just
They can't get right.
They can't get right. They're just gonna just keep on doing it. You know.
Yeah, con.
It says he is a proud man. You know, his pride won't let him see past. You know,
Right.
Everything with him
wants.
is carnal or
Yeah.
physical.
His
It's
what
not
his desires,
spiritual. Right.
right? Because if I keep reading, it says his desire is as hell,
Yeah.
right?
That's death.
That's why
That's
it's,
death.
Yeah.
Well, hell
Yeah,
is
yeah,
death.
yeah.
Death,
That's why I meant
death and
it
hell.
also says, hey, even in the land of uprightness, he shall not learn righteousness. He can't fathom, the spiritual things. He can only, if he can't touch it, smell it, feel it, or molest it, then it doesn't, it's not real to him.
Right. And molest means to arrest. Yeah.
Yeah.
Slave. Slavery put us in position. Yeah. Or
Or just molest.
Yeah. Good.
Jeffrey Epstein,
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what these devils do. You know how they move. So that's the prayer right there. Rid me out of the hand of these strange children. Keep going, bro.
Psalms 144 and verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children,
Mm-hmm.
whose mouth speaketh vanity.
See, whose mouth speaketh vanity. Whatever comes out of their mouth is lies. Somebody grab Psalms 55 and 3, because everything that they bring forth is what is to deceive. It's deception. You see, they have not been truthful. Okay, with really anything.
With themselves first.
Yeah, even with themselves, of course.
Right, and that's where it starts at. You gotta be truthful to yourself. Like I said, like the scripture says, if you're not good to himself, whom will he be good to?
Right.
You can't be truthful to yourself. Who will you be truthful to?
Yeah, you can be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got Psalm 55.
Hey, it says they were born speaking lies, right?
Yeah, that's what
So,
the brother's gonna bring it out.
Yeah, come. Okay, it's lucky. I didn't
No,
know.
you're good. You're good.
Yeah.
Can I bring it in the NLT?
Yeah.
This is Psalms 55 and 3 in the NLT. It says, my enemies shout at me, making loud and wicked threats. They bring trouble on me and angrily hunt me down.
Mm-hmm.
My heart pounds in my chest. The terror of death assaults me. Fear and trembling overwhelm me, and I can't stop shaking.
Yeah, and that's the mindset of Jacob. Going back to the curses. We're always in some sort of we're not comfortable. Okay, we're not comfortable here, especially those that are trying to live according, what the scriptures say. You see?
In the morning, oh, would thou that
Yeah.
it be evening, and I'll get that.
Yeah, going back to the curses.
Keep going.
Yeah, keep on.
It says, verse 6, oh, that I had wings like a dove, that I would fly away and rest.
Can you go back to the third verse though? Can you read it in the King James?
I sure can. Again, Psalms 55 and 3.
No, you know what? It says 55. I'm lucky. I'm in 58 and 3. Is it 58? Where it says they speak his lies? Yeah, I believe it's 58. So lucky. I gave you the wrong 50.
Yeah.
But, hey, that fit though.
Yeah, it was a good segue. It says, Psalms 58 and 3, KJV, the wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right. That the brother brought out. Habakkuk 2 and 4, man. The spirit that's not in them, that's lifted up, is not upright. You see, their spirit's off, man. So they don't come out as babies, lying, but ultimately that's what they're gonna become. They're gonna become deceivers, liars. Hey, Satan, they're the adversary of the Lord, man. They're adverse to the scriptures.
Well, it says that they leave their substance to their babes, and part of that substance is lies. To carry them forward their kingdom, it has to bring forth.
Right.
It has to bring forth lies, right? So they basically
that's the spirit.
they set it up as the elite. The elite gives them the blueprint, because they've already 200, 300, 400 years. You got to think of when the Illuminati was created, and then for them to even create the Illuminati, that's 1776. It's not when America was created. That's when the Illuminati was created, right? And you got to think of what they were doing to create the Illuminati and to infiltrate every fashion of government in the world. They have infiltrated every fashion of government in the world. So you got to think of what they've been doing. You're talking about hundreds of years of already planning, strategizing, manipulating. You know what I mean? So it's a lot they do. So they hand the blueprint down to their children. So as soon as they're born, they have to speak these lies to make you. Oh no, you're black.
Right.
You're African American. They have to come out and they have to give these narratives. You know, this is the Middle East instead of it being Asia. This is Europe, but it's actually Asia. It's your Asia, right? They have to bring these lies, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean that's what they are. Natural born liars.
Natural.
You see, you know, and the thing is that the Lord had to He had to take them out of that position of power for 1,000 years. He said He shut them up, right? Revelation the 20th chapter. But then they were let loose. Okay, to what? To deceive the world.
Right. Yeah. That's what it says.
That's what it says.
Yeah.
You want to grab that?
Yeah. I got you.
Grab that.
For a short period too.
Yeah. Because that's the time we're in now, man. Where they brought that deception in, and right now we're at the time of the end, man.
Well, they had it the time when they were the Greeks.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the great deception is you can no longer call yourself a Jew.
Right. You can no longer. Yeah. You can profess yourself to be a Jew.
Yeah. So then you have to call yourself a Corinthian and you know, Athens and you have to say that you're from these different places. You have to say you're from these different things, but really, you were from Judah, Benjamin, or Levi, and then in some cases there were some scattered northern kingdoms still there.
Right. If they couldn't call themselves that, what would they call themselves? Like the brother said. So after you know, generation after generation after generation, hey, the Jews, okay, the real Jews, they thought they were those other nations. You know, they thought they were Greeks, just like us today. You know, we think we're so-called Americans.
Okay. What do they say though? Civilization starts with the Greeks, but that's a lie.
That's the lie started with the Greeks.
Another one of their lies.
Yeah, the lie started with the
great civilizations were there well before. You know what I mean? Yep. Alexander. You know, there was a Greek civilization before he even took over.
Alexander the creepy Epstein. He's probably Epstein.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it.
The reincarnated.
That's all right.
Or it could be. Well, Trump could have been Alexander, right? You got all that pompous, big talk, big.
Yeah, but Alexander was actual warrior and conqueror. Trump is none of those. He's more of a blowhard. You know.
Yeah, he just sits around and shit down.
Yeah. You know, big smelly. You know.
Yeah.
Big doughy pant load. That's what that dude is.
You got that, brother? Start at 1.
Yeah. No, I'm good to the point. Down to 7.
Well, no, go ahead and start at 1. That's okay. Start at 1. Then we'll get there. Yeah, I want to start at 1.
All right. He asked for it.
Yeah.
All of that.
It says Revelation chapter 20 verse 1. And I saw an angel come down from heaven.
Right.
Having the key of the bottomless pit.
Right, and that angel is speaking about Yahweh Shai, man. See, he has the keys to what? You know, to
life and death.
Well, life and death, and those chains, okay, represents slavery. You see, because you know the Lord said what that the kingdom belongs to Him. What's that? Daniel 4:17. Can you go grab that real quick? Daniel 4:17, real quick, bro.
Well, also it says the Lord opened doors that no one can open and shut doors that no one can shut.
Right, because He was given the power. He was given the authority here on earth.
Right.
But grab that real quick, bro.
It's Daniel chapter 4, verse 17. This manner is by the decree of the watchers.
Right, speaking about the prophets.
And the demand.
The demand.
The demand.
Right.
By the words of the holy ones.
Right, going to the angels. Keep going.
To the intent that the living may know.
Right.
That the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men.
You see, so it's the Most High that rules. He sets up one, okay, puts up another. Yeah. You see, it's all from the Lord. You see, so the Yahweh Shai, He was given, you know, the all power and authority on earth. So what? He ended up taking this man out of the position of power. The Western Roman Empire fell. He took him out of power. Keep going,
right?
And give it to whomsoever he will,
Right.
and set it up over the basis of men.
Right, going into these other nations.
Right.
Who's the most base of them all? Okay, the Edomites. Okay, that cave beast. Okay, he's the most basis of them all.
Right, to keep his promise, right? Because he said that in the beginning of
Yeah.
Genesis.
Right.
That the dust, you should go upon thy belly, and you should eat dust all the day of thy life, meaning what? Confusion,
Mhm.
right? And they went into basically what you're saying. And that time they went into what? The Caucasus Mountain. They went into confusion. They went to just grunting like it says, like a donkey. It says,
Right.
when you look it
Great,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, berate like a donkey, because you got to think of, to make them that stupor. If you think of what was it? What's his name? Pilate.
Pontius Pilate, yeah.
Pilate. Before that, he was able to put it in what? In Greek, Latin, and the Hebrew. That this is the Messiah. He's the King of the Jews. He put it in 3 different languages. And then in that time when they went and fell, that 1,000 years, hey, they couldn't even speak. It was just a grunt. You know what I mean? So they went from a people who were very intelligent, who knew different languages. They could speak in Greek, they could speak in Latin, they could speak in Hebrew, to just going, right? Showing the power of the Most High, man. Showing that the Lord said, flesh shall not get the glory, man.
Right. I will not give my glory to
another. Right.
Done. Let's go ahead and go back, brother, to Revelation 20. Yeah, I might keep getting stuck. I'm probably just gonna have to just upload it from that one, because I gotta keep going over there and tapping on it. Keeps getting stuck. It's just the heat. Oh, there you go.
Yeah, when it looked, it was playing, but I don't know. Mine is showing that it's on, but it just keeps saying.
Yeah, it's supposed to be what, 105 today?
Yeah.
105.
It was 109 yesterday.
With this concrete, though, it's probably like
Yeah.
115.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and go, bro.
You.
Oh, no, yeah.
Okay.
Back to Revelation 20.
Yeah. Revelation 20 and 1, and a great chain in his hand.
Right, which represents slavery. Okay, keep going, bro.
Says, and he laid hold on the dragon.
Right. Which goes back to what the Roman Empire. That's what it is. That's the Roman Empire. Keep going.
That old serpent.
Right, going back to the garden. Yeah, it's the same. It's the same serpent.
Keeping that promise from the beginning.
You get a promise from the beginning. Yeah, it's the same serpent that was in the garden, man.
Yeah, he was gonna put that confusion on him. He was gonna be.
Yep. He'd be in the dust.
Be in the dust.
Be on his belly.
Be on his belly in the Caucasus Mountains. The original Captain Caveman. Right. It says that old serpent, which is the devil.
Right, which goes into a devil. What devil means? What? Deceiver.
False accuser.
See, so the Lord had to take him out of that position of power, so he wouldn't deceive for those 1,000 years. See, Jake came into power, man, during the time of what the so-called Dark Ages, the Byzantine era. But they try to take that history, and erase it, whitewash it, iconoclasm. But there's what the Russian icons, different relics that prove that Jake was in the position of power. He was a known nobility, even though he was going off. Okay,
right. There's even stuff that's still in Europe.
Yeah,
they statues and things that they try to knock off the nose, but
right.
you could still see the features of Jake.
Yeah,
right. That was ruling the kings. Right. Yeah, like you said, there were information going back to when it said, what's his name? King, what's his name? King James. His son was called. They nicknamed him Black Boy, because that's how dark he was. I was like, how Jake is. Jake is black, man. What up? Then when you nickname when you grow up, they'd be like Black Boy or something. You know what I mean? Like my aunt, when we were young, they would call her Blackie. You know what I mean? That's just Jake. That's how Jake get down. They'll say that. That's what I mean.
Yeah, his Hebrew is bad.
But it says, and Satan, and bound him 1,000 years.
Right. So that was during the time of the Renaissance period. I mean, not the Renaissance period, the time of the Byzantine era, the time of the so-called Dark Ages. But roughly, if you look it up, it lasted roughly 1,000 years.
Yeah, a little more, but
A little more.
But yeah, but roughly, yeah. You know the Lord, and that's I'll be saying that too. That's how you know the Lord's a Jake too. You know how Jake could give you but it'd be kind of somewhat, but it's not. It'd be kind of sometimes exaggerated, either more or sometimes even less. You know, because sometimes you hear Jake say, "Hey man, it's been a minute." Right. Sometimes it means that's a long time.
Right.
And then sometimes you say it's been a minute. It was actually they're talking about actually a minute.
Right.
Right. You know what I mean? That's just Jake. You got to know what kind of way that he's actually speaking, and that's the Lord. You know, it's what is it, parabolical and allegorical and different ways that the Lord speaks.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to know when the Lord's speaking a certain way, right?
Mm-hmm.
It says, and cast him into the bottomless pit.
Let's go into Europe. Why? Because Europe didn't have it was more of an import. Okay, the land was not fertile. You see, so they couldn't really get the resources that it needed. So now they have to import everything. So that's why it's known as that bottomless pit. Man.
That's why back in the day when there was the World War I, they were more into they could do factories. They could build. They could have factories, but they didn't have the material. So you still had to ship in the material in order for them to create the things that needed to come out of those factories.
Right.
Because they didn't have it within their own. And now they kind of took that down. So now they're almost like America, where America used to do factories and things like that, but now it's just a consumer.
Yeah. Yeah, it's mainly just an import nation.
Right, yeah. And shut him up and set a seal upon him, that he should deceive the nations no more till the 1,000 years shall be filled, and after that he must be loose a little season.
Right. And right now, okay, we're in that little season. Since the time of the Renaissance period, because Renaissance means what? Rebirth. Rebirth of what? That Greco-Roman mindset. You see? And that's exactly the time that we're in now, man. We've been in that time. You see?
Now it's in the advancement stages, because now we're getting to the technological. This is why they're able to go in and scrub out the internet, because there were things that were said in the internet that now it doesn't say. When you type in a Caucasian, for instance, it used to tell you it means cave dweller. Now you type in Caucasian in the definition, it will not say cave dweller. So that's just them having that ability to be able to try to rewrite history, going into what you said, those lies, those falsely accusing, which falsely means to lie, to deceive too.
Deception,
right? The deception, right?
Yep. What verse you in?
4.
No, jump down to 7.
Okay.
Not jump down to 7, because they say he must be loosed after that 1,000 years.
Yeah, and when the 1,000 years are expired.
See, and that's part. See, that's the thing in this. In Revelation 20th chapter, well, you got to jump down. Okay, it jumps. Right. There's two 1,000 year periods there. You know, from 4 to 6. That's a whole different. That's the millennial reign. Okay, or Yahushai. So now when we jump down to the 7th verse, it tells you that now what he's going to do what?
No, this is after his 1,000 years. That was the Renaissance.
Right. Con.
Yeah. And after 1,000 years, after 1,000 years are expired, Satan meaning what? Adversary. It's your enemy. He's not your friend, right? Shall be loosed out of his prison.
Right. So he came out of those caves, man. You see? Came out of those caves, came back into power.
Out of the dust, the confusion.
Out of the confusion for this little time that he's in right now, in this little season, okay, where he's ruling. You see? You going?
And now he's back, like I was saying, back when Pontius Pilate, he could speak all them different languages and do all this thing and be pompous and so-called intelligent and use that as his pride, you know, because now he can speak Chinese, Japanese, German. He got all these different things that he can do. As a matter of fact, he can get his AI.
Mm-hmm. I was just gonna say that.
Yeah.
And you can speak any language.
You can speak languages through AI now. You know what I mean? But yeah, you know, that's that pride. And it says, and shall go out and deceive the nations which are in the four corners of the earth.
Right. So he's deceived everybody. And his biggest deception is what? You know, taking away. Well, can somebody grab that real quick? What is that? Job 9:24.
Also, that proves that it's talking about this American Edomite, and it's not talking about the Rome of old, because the Rome of old didn't have all four corners of the earth.
Right. Right.
So we're talking about a new modern Rome, right,
Mhm.
which is more advanced, than that other Rome. We're talking about the four corners of the earth, which is America, right? North, Central, and South, and America, man,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because that proves that time period, right? Because other than that, then you're just you're grasping at straws. Now you see that the Lord actually fulfilled that for this time being. You know what I mean? To push it out, right?
This time. Yeah.
Because now we're at the end. It proves that we're at the end, right?
Yeah.
The four corners of the earth.
Yeah.
Because
I don't know if that's my last two.
Because when the missiles hit, the Lord said there's a place a missile's going to hit, and no one's going to dwell there from generation to generation.
Right. It's going to be
So that place has to exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
now we know we're in that fourth quarter, that four corners of the earth.
Right.
Fourth quarter of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
It says, in the four quarters of the earth, and right, going into World War III, Gog and Magog to gather them to the battle.
Right.
World War III.
Right. And that's the time we're in now.
We're in the time. Yeah.
That's the time we're in now. You know, we're ready to come on that third wall. It's pretty. We're here already.
Yeah, we're here.
It's just the missiles are not flying yet.
Yeah, because they were saying that whole thing with Iran is really a proxy war between America and Russia.
Right.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
And the latest word is now that Iran does have those nukes.
Well, they have them.
Said it would take them 2 weeks. They said they told America they dropped out of the negotiations. They dropped out of the I don't know if it's UAP or UP something, but basically the thing nuclear proliferation treaty. They dropped out of that, and they said they're going to show a test in so many days just to prove that they ain't bullshit no more. You know.
And now you got to back out. Now you got to, because they only bully the countries that don't have that.
Can be bullied, yeah.
That don't have the mutual assured destruction. Yeah.
That ain't mad.
Right.
Yeah.
That ain't mad with them. Yeah.
Right. Right. And we know before the that those missiles fly, what's got to come in?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. The mark of the beast. Man.
And you know what's crazy about that whole thing is being mad. It says the devil should come down with great wrath. What does wrath mean? Wrath means mad. So that mad is gonna get you fucked up. That mad, hey, that wrath is gonna get you. It's gonna wipe out your kingdom.
And there's nothing
end of
to
your
say
kingdom.
that
Your
they
rulership.
won't initiate one of those bombs in order to get, because they need the chaos and the anarchy in order for them to crash one and bring in the other.
Yeah.
So there's nothing to say what they will or won't do in order to implement this new system.
Yeah.
Right.
But without a doubt, that new system is going to be implemented.
Right.
But
Right.
what are they going to do as a means to initiate it?
Yeah. What crises
Right.
or multi crises are they going to bring in?
Right. Yeah.
See.
Poly crisis.
Yeah. What are they going to do? You know, whether it be a pestilence, whether it be, like I said, a dirty bomb.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pocket nuke.
Yeah, whatever it is, they're gonna do it. You know, it's just it's all in the Lord's timing. You know,
Yeah.
one prophecy is not gonna jump another one.
Yeah.
You know, can you grab that real quick, brother? 2 Esdras 4 and 37, real quick.
2 Esdras 4 and 37, and it reads, "By measure
Yeah.
hath he measured the time,
Right.
and by number
Right. Yeah.
hath he numbered the time.
Mm-hmm.
And he doth not move nor stir them until the said measure be fulfilled."
Right. So one prophecy is not gonna jump the other. You know, we know and understand through the Spirit, okay. You know, and how we've been taught that this MOTB system has got to be set up before those missiles fly. You see, but it's coming. It's definitely coming.
And it's already set up. They just need a reason to bring it into fruition.
Right.
And that reason has to be this economy going the way of the dinosaur. This FRNs being, rendered obsolete. Right. And hey, what better to do that than a catastrophe over there? Because a lot of the world's global finance is all linked together now. And they already showing what they can do with just stopping 20% of the world's fuel, oil products and fertilizer products. Imagine if they shut it down where nothing is moving.
Right.
Oh man, it would instantly cause a catastrophic thing. And they'd have to and that's all they need. And they're getting desperate.
Events.
So that he's making moves that aren't wise anymore.
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah, Con. Where we at? So that's good on that. That was it, right, on that Revelation 20?
Oh yeah, well, a little bit more.
Okay.
It says to gather them to the battle, the number whom is as the sands of the sea.
Right.
Yeah.
Con. Let it go back, brother. 58. Psalm 58. You're still holding the Psalm 144. Right? Okay.
Back in Psalms 58 and start at 3, right?
Yeah.
Verse 58 and 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb.
Right.
They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Right, because they were set up to be that's their spirit. Okay, it's not right. They're set up to be the wicked, man. The Lord said, "What I have created all things for myself." Okay, even the wicked for the day of evil. You see, so they've been the perfect devil.
Bring that back in the NLT, Papa Sean.
Yeah, go for it. Bro.
This is Psalms 58, verse 3 in the NLT. These wicked people are born sinners.
Yeah.
Even from birth,
Mm-hmm.
they have lied and gone their own way.
Speak on it.
God, and what's those wicked people? It's talking about Esau, Edom, well, mainly Esau, Edom, and the other nations, man, right? Because this goddamn devil Esau, Edom, he was created, to be the wicked,
Mm-hmm.
and he's playing his part.
He's been the perfect devil.
God.
He's been that perfect devil, man.
God.
The perfect adversary, the perfect deceiver.
Verse 4.
Okay.
They spit venom like deadly snakes.
Yeah, going back to the serpent in the garden. Same spirit. Keep going.
They are like cobras that refuse to listen.
Yeah, they don't want to listen.
Yeah, that goes to the death adder.
That death adder. That brother got it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when you go into the blue letter, and you go into death adder, it comes up with cobra.
Cobra.
Yeah.
Con.
Yeah, and the reason why I looked that up is when, remember, Vocab was doing his whatever, talking shit, and then Apostle Tahar said, hey, you keep wearing that Cobra shirt, we know what that's about. And when Apostle Tahar, he stopped wearing it. Because we know he's like, that's that deception that you're doing. He's wearing that G.I. Joe, he kept wearing the Cobra, you wear the shirt and the hat. And when Apostle Tahar said something about it, I was like, damn, Apostle just kind of just checked the shit out this dude. Let me look up Death Adder. Oh, and then he went into Cobra, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So the Lord let him strike a nerve, man.
Mm-hmm.
He got to him and cut him.
Cut him. Yep.
Yeah.
His word cuts.
Cut his rattler off.
Cut his rattler off. Yeah.
Verse 4, their poison is like the poison of a serpent.
Right.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear,
Right, keep going.
which hath not hearkened to the voice of charmers.
Right, who are those charmers? That's the prophets, man.
Prophets.
Okay, bringing out this
Lord
truth.
willing us.
Yeah, God willing, we be
Hey, we're part of that number,
we
yeah.
be a part of that. But but the prophets, whether we be those or
No,
not,
they're not.
the prophets are out here.
there, yeah.
You see, they're out here, and they're bringing out this word, this truth, man.
And definitely, yeah. And he like a person like Volk, he was there. He bowed the knee to Apostle Tahar, man. He bowed the knee, so he know the prophets are out there, man.
Yeah,
Right.
and these devils are like this. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to hear the truth. They want to stay up on their lies because they're good liars.
Right.
Their,
Well,
lies, their lies generate money. You know what I mean?
but that's the part of his spirit not being upright in him.
Yep.
It's impossible for him to live by faith.
All right.
So he can't believe in God. He can't. where it says the Lord is not in all their thoughts, in all their ways. You know what I mean?
We're going back to what? Can the Ethiopian change his spots?
Right.
Can somebody grab that? What is that? Jeremiah, is it 13 and 23, I believe?
Okay.
Whoever gets it. Whoever gets it.
I got it. I'm already
You got it?
Jeremiah, yeah.
Okay, Khan. Yeah, because this man cannot change, man. He was created
Jeremiah?
to be the... Yep, Jeremiah.
Chapter 13
I believe it's 23.
Yeah, it is
and
there.
23. It says, can the Ethiopian change his skin
Right,
or the leopard his spots?
right.
Then may ye also do good that are accustomed to do evil.
Right, and that's what he does. He does evil. He's accustomed to do evil. So he's not going to change. You know, you got these false prophets trying to say that the heathen can be saved, Esau can be saved. No, there's no change in this man. Okay, he's the wicked that the Bible speaks of. He was created that way.
Right.
You know, there's no way around it, man. There's only one way out for him, and that's what? To be put out, to be put down.
Put his
He's
lights
sick.
out. The Lord said, put out his candlestick.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to put it
You know,
out.
when a dog is sick, what do?
Yeah.
You gotta put him down, man.
Yeah.
Back to the Psalms. Yeah, there's a little bit more, I think.
Yeah. It says, charming never so wisely.
Right, and that's that new song, man. That's that new song that's being sang
Right
by
now.
the prophets, man. Okay, this beautiful song. Okay,
Beautiful
the
song.
truth,
The gospel, good news.
the good
Because,
news.
Hey, when you're in such a low position, the ghettos, the barrios, the reservations, and they're telling you you're never going to amount to anything, and you're nothing, and then they don't give you a nationality, they don't give you anything to really hang your hat on. Yeah, he gave you
Yeah,
Color.
it made you a crayon, man, in the crayon box.
Right.
African, depending on your age, you know, you've been 5 to 6 different nationalities. From Negro to colored, black, Africa,
and
African,
then they'll give you a
Afro.
country.
Yeah.
Because to say Africa is
Yeah.
a blanket statement,
Right.
because
Right.
Africa's a continent. So what country are you
49,
from?
I think, 49 nations in Africa?
Yeah,
Something
a lot.
like that. It's some
Yeah.
crazy, probably more than that.
You know? Break their teeth, O power, in their mouth.
Right, and their teeth represents what? Power. Hey, the Lord gonna take down their power, man. When the Lord comes back, okay, with the hosts of heaven, the holy angels, this man's gonna go down. Okay, nothing's gonna stop it. Again, there's only one way to put down something that's sick, man. And you gotta put them out.
Put it down, yeah. Same way you do with horses. They don't fix horses, they put it out.
Right, they break their leg.
Yeah.
You gotta put them out. Gotta put them down. Yep,
Put him out of his misery.
put them out. And that's what this man's gotta be put out of his misery.
Yeah,
You know,
this is
okay.
AI overview.
Okay.
There are 54 fully recognized sovereign countries in Africa.
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Close.
Yeah, you're pretty close. That's what I'm saying. It's something.
It says, break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's their military.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's their military. That AI. They got the drones that can shoot missiles and automatic weapons. They got
Space
the
Force.
Palantir. They got the Space Force.
Satellite,
They got
weaponized
satellite
satellites.
cameras and shit that can see from
Yeah.
outer
Yeah.
space.
See a dime on the ground,
Yeah,
yeah.
Palantir, all
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the military. What says it? Michael shall make war. They should make war in heaven. Should be a war in heaven with Michael, right?
Right.
That's that war, right? Go ahead.
Yep.
But,
Is there more? That's probably it on that. That's just a little
it
bit
says-
more if you think so.
Yeah, there we'll get 7. It says,
Okay.
let them melt away as waters which run continuously. When he bendeth his bow to shoot his arrows, let them be as cut in pieces.
Mm.
the laser beam.
Yeah, get the next one too, because it talks about the snail, right?
Yeah. It says, as a snail
Yeah.
which melteth, let every one of them pass away, like the untimely birth of a woman, that they may not see the sun.
Man, see, and that's going to be their destruction. Hey, when the Lord comes with the missiles, with the chariots, it's over for this man.
Yeah,
Hey, it's over for him. You got one?
Yeah.
Okay,
This
got
is Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 16. And I beheld, and lo, he had himself a great mountain. Graven himself a great mountain and flew upon it.
Yeah, you can speak on it.
Well, yeah, that's what they call a fathership, right? A flying mountain, right? You know, and the Lord is coming back. He left that way. That's what he told the disciples. The angels told the disciples, "Why look up in that manner?" The same way he left, the same way he's coming. He's coming in that fathership. This time it's for war, right? He came as the lamb. He came nice. You know what I mean? But he's coming back with war. It says, "But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was driven, and I could not." Right? So it's so huge. He's looking around, looking at the plain, the land, and he's like, "Damn, there's a mountain there. That mountain was there. That mountain. Okay, well, where did this come from? Hey, man. Hey, out the Shemayims, man. Out of the heavens of heavens, man. The Lord's coming to make war with you, man."
Right? Because it tells you what the first verse came from the sea.
From the sea.
Yeah, from the heavens.
Heavens, yeah. From the waters.
From the waters.
Yeah, come on. It says, and after this, I beheld, and lo, which means to look, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight.
Right, because the Lord gonna put that spirit upon them to fight, man. They're gonna be scared, but the Lord gonna say, "No, I want to fight."
Hey, I want to have some fun.
I want to have some fun.
Yeah.
And it's not even gonna be a fight though.
Yeah. And lo, which means to look, as he saw the violence of the multitude. Hey, they're gonna start fighting them. They're gonna start trying to go against them. Yeah. So he said, "I saw the violence of the multitude that came he near, and lifted up his hand, and neither held sword nor instrument of war, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire."
Yeah,
right? But yeah, well, basically that's that concentrated laser beam fire that comes out of the chariot, out of the mouth. You know what I mean? Yeah. Out of the chariot, out of that fathership. And then a great example is that Independence Day, when he was over the White House, when the chariot, what they call UFOs, over the White House, and over that big building downtown LA, and it struck down. It opened up, and and it's a greater fire than even Esau's, because that's like what they call the DEW, right? Direct energy weapons. The Most High's direct energy weapons are far more supreme, right?
Direct and indirect.
Right. Said, but only I saw that he sent out of his mouth as it had been a blast of fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were going into what you just read. This is the part. The guy to read all that just to get to this part. And they were all mixed together, right? Because you're talking about the snail, like we were melting them, right?
Yep.
That's what that is. It says, and they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence upon the multitude which were prepared to fight, and burned them up, every one, so that upon a sudden an innumerable multitude, nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was afraid.
Yeah.
That goes into that same thing what you were reading right there with the snail. That's that laser beam fire that's gonna wipe them away like a snail. Like salt to a snail.
Yeah, right. It just
blast them away.
But the way,
nothing left.
Nothing left. He said nothing else was to be perceived, just the smell.
Yeah,
that's it.
Dust and the smell of smoke.
Wow.
Damn. That's gonna be a brutal destruction, man.
Yeah,
Man,
brutal.
instantly too.
Instant.
A multitude.
A multitude,
You know what I mean?
innumerable
Yeah,
multitude.
yeah, because all these nations are en route there now. So, you know, representatives of every nation are going to be amongst that multitude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, warriors, so-called mighty men.
Right.
You know,
Yep. Right. So yeah, go ahead and go back.
and
Yeah.
it was Reagan that said, you know,
Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
He made that statement.
yeah. If another from another realm were to come in,
Yeah, would we not
Join.
all get together if
Right.
there was some being come from outer space? Would we not all together put aside our differences
Mhm.
Yeah.
and come together and fight against it? Which, yeah, that's exactly what they're going to do.
exactly what you're
Yeah,
going
'cause
to do.
they-
Reluctantly, but you're going to do that nevertheless.
Because they've been knowing for a long time, man.
Mm-hmm.
They know the time's coming. Yep.
Eventually, yeah.
Go ahead and go back, brother.
Yeah, since the 50s, because they said it was like
Yeah,
seven chariots hovered over the White House in like in the 50s.
By the time they scrambled them jets to get out there and get out, they
You're gone, yeah.
gone.
And did they do it 2 weekends in a row?
You know
I
what?
think it was.
don't remember,
I think
but
it was 2 weekends in a
Right.
row.
because there's records that they have of these sites that we, and now it's more and more they're claiming that there were crashed UFOs and they have aliens.
Area 51.
Area,
Yeah, and speaking of that, man, me and my son, we saw a big chariot yesterday, brother. Oh, yeah. Nice chariot, bro.
Nice.
They come out every now and then.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see them.
Oh,
We
yeah.
see them. All the brothers see them. Get your precept?
Come. This Haggai chapter 2 and verse 22. I will overthrow the throne of kingdoms. I will destroy the strength of the kingdoms of the heathen.
Mm.
I will overthrow the chariot and those that ride in them,
Right.
and the horses and their riders shall come down, everyone by the sword of his brother. And what is that talking about? It's talking about his fighter jets, his
Yes, sir.
tanks, basically his own military force. So hey, Esau Edom, you have no chance to beat Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
No, you're going to lose. You're
Yeah.
going to lose.
There was World War III, right? So if you're fighting against their brother, there's race wars, World War III. Yeah,
Hey,
it goes
can you
into all that.
If we're all in there, if not,
Because
just
it
sit
said
back.
fighting their brother. So
We
it
have
goes
to
into yeah,
record
them
on that one now.
having
Everything got
World
hot.
War III because America and Russia, they're Edomites, they're brothers. But then you still got the inner fight
all in there?
between the
Okay.
different people, and then you got World War III too. So
Right.
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I got two brothers.
You know? Bring it out, bro.
I got two.
Bring it out.
We're gonna
This is Job chapter 9 and verse 24.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I called for that earlier. Con. Yeah.
The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked.
Right. And the wicked, that's Esau, man. So called white man. He's the wicked. He was created to be so. Okay? And he's done it perfectly. He's been a perfect devil.
He covered the faces of the judge thereof.
Uh-huh.
If not, wherein who is he?
We got it, bro.
And who did he do that to? He made Yahushua look like a so-called white person with long hair, blue eyes.
Right.
well, there's some of the ones that brown,
Some
but
are brown, but yeah,
some are brown, but nonetheless a leopard skin.
Yeah.
And that's actually a curse in Leviticus Leviticus 13. You can't be amongst the congregation if you have leprosy like
Leprosy.
that. You know what I
7
mean?
days,
So
right? You got to be put out.
we got to put out the camp for 7
Camp for
days.
7
So
days.
there's no way the Lord's going to allow His son to have leprosy. You know
No.
what I mean?
No,
Not to mention that because there's clean leopards too. 'Cause
Right.
clean leopards could be
and that's what
among
he is.
you.
He is
He's a clean leopard.
Yeah.
But then it's not like the Lord's going to let His son. Because I was going to go into like we were just saying about that being a deficiency, right? So why you know what I mean? Because when you go into what you call them hue or human, meaning color, right? So basically, the Lord's going to come back and not be a man, right? Hue meaning color, and man being man. So the Lord's going to let His son come back as a leopard. You know what I mean? As a clean leopard.
Right.
That's not human.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Not to mention what is I forgot. I just thought of the name when the eyes are different color. When the eyes are blue and not brown.
Oh, okay. I forget.
I just said it
Yeah,
earlier.
it'll come back, brother.
Man, but yeah,
Yeah, and he covered up the faces of the judges, man.
yeah.
You know, the main judges being Yahweh the Father, Yahweh Shai the Son. See, and he covered up the faces of the prophets.
That's right.
Okay, all the Israelites. They made them look like, you know, when you go to your books, your movies.
Yeah. No, I'm just
You try to think of it. You know, when you go to these books, these movies, what do you see? So-called white people. Okay, as the people of the Lord, as the Father, as the Son, as the angels.
That's right.
You see?
But that's where the deception come in.
That's
the
part of the
manipulation.
deception.
Part of the witchcraft,
Witchcraft.
right? The manipulations. Because if you bombard, what they say, if you tell a lie over and over again for long enough, it'll become the truth. And that's ultimately what they plan. That's their plan, is to keep saying it over and over again, and it's thought of as reality, right? Matter of fact,
I got one more.
go ahead. No,
Was there more than that?
Joe?
Yeah, was that it?
No, that was it.
That was it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, and you know, iconoclasm, okay, whitewashed everything. This is what they've done. Did you read that? Where and who is he? You said that?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if it's not this man, then who is it? No, it is him. Okay, he's the one that done it, man. And he's been that perfect devil to do it.
That's right.
You see? You say you got another one?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
This Psalms 75 and verse 10. All the horns of the wicked, also what I cut off.
Mhm.
You know, and Uz and Peller. You know, we just read it. You know, Job 9:24. The earth is given unto the hand of the wicked. You know,
So start up, brother. Since you said that, start up. Start around verse, was it 5, 6, maybe?
Oh yeah.
What you read right now? Oh, I was thinking about. I was thinking of Job. No. Oh yeah, start up at verse 6, brother. Or shit, no, start off at verse 5.
This is Psalms 75 and verse 5. Lift not up your horn on high.
Right,
Speak not with the stiff neck.
right,
Verse 6.
right, and that's what he's done. You know, he's proud, man.
That's right.
You know, and the whole time the Lord, he gave him that position. It's gonna tell you, keep going.
God. Verse 6. For
Promotion.
for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west,
Right,
nor from the south.
right,
But Yahweh is the judge. He put it down one
Right.
and set it up another.
yeah. So the Lord put him in that position. He gave it to him. You know, we spoke that earlier, man. This man didn't do it because he's better, he's smarter. No, he's none of those things. Matter of fact, he's that damn cave beast, man. Couldn't even speak right. You going?
Verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is a cup,
Right,
and the cup is like you, and the wine is red.
right. Who's red?
You saw Edom.
They're red all over like a hairy garment, man. You know, that's how he came out. Why? Because the blood was showing through his skin, man. You see?
It is full of mixture.
Don't do that, bro. The water.
Right.
Yeah, it's hot out here.
Man.
Okay. Okay.
Can you read that again, brother?
Okay. Psalms 75, verse 8. For in the hand of the Lord there is
Right.
a cup,
Right.
and the wine is red.
Mm-hmm.
It is full of mixture.
Right.
And he poured it out of the same, but the dregs thereof, all the wicked of the earth, shall wring them out and drink them.
Right. Right. Because hey, they're gonna receive that punishment, man. You know that they're gonna receive those dregs. Okay. All that. You know when you're drinking wine or a beer, you know all that stuff that in the bottom. That's the worst part of that drink, man. And that's what these men, the Edomites, okay, well, the people, the Edomites, they're gonna receive that. They're gonna what, bro?
No, I was just gonna say that's actually malt liquor. Like you got the beer, and then the dregs.
That's
The
the
bottom
malt
of that
liquor, huh?
is malt liquor. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
That's what they give us.
Yeah, that's what they. water. That's the point I was making. That's, you know.
Yeah, because these damn devils, they ain't drinking that.
Oh, hell no. Hey, like
No.
like some people tell you, if you go to certain Edomite neighborhoods and you go to their liquor store, that you will not see OE, you will not see Old Mad Dog, you will never see any of those at their liquor
No,
store.
you're not.
And then in those neighborhoods,
Cisco, we ain't gonna
you
see
ain't gonna
none.
see that. You won't see that.
No, nothing but high price.
Yep, keep going, bro.
No plastic.
Read down to where you're at.
Okay. Verse 9. But I will declare forever,
Mm-hmm.
I will sing praises to Yahweh of Jacob.
Read that again.
Second. Psalms 75 verse 9. I will declare forever, I will sing praises to Yahweh of Jacob. All second.
Yep. To the power of Jacob.
Okay. I'll read it one more time.
That's okay.
But I will declare forever, I will sing to the power of Jacob.
Right. Which is
Oh.
Yahweh. Yeah, you're
The
right.
Most High.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say Most High or power. Yeah.
Okay. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off.
Right. The power.
Power of the wicked,
Hey,
yeah.
the position that he's in, the Lord gonna take it away from him, man.
Yeah,
He'll
those
cut it off.
satellites, because that's where they get a lot of that power. Because in order to run the internet, right, you have to bounce from the Earth or into internet and then back to the Earth,
Mm.
right, terrain. In was it? I would say in what we internet, yeah. So it goes into the thing, terrain meaning Earth, right? So it has to go out to space and back to the Earth.
Mhm. Not even letting me in the stream. Still says I'm live, but I'm
But yeah.
okay.
Oh, I got one quick. Y'all.
Okay, go ahead, brother. I'm still lucky. I'm just trying to take this off of there because we can't. Obviously, it got hot.
Oh, that's right. Isaiah chapter 29.
Was I in on that, brother?
No.
Okay, let that brother get it in the
verse 16. It says, surely their turning of things upside down shall be esteemed as the potter's clay.
Mm-hmm.
For shall the work say of him that made it, he made me not?
Yeah, you got it, brother.
Okay, yeah. So basically, what the Lord created you, right? So you're not gonna say, hey, the Lord didn't make me. I can do what I want to do. You know what I mean? I'm gonna do my own thing. How can He do that when I'm? Because that's how the mind frame is. He said, I'm a God. We don't need the God. We can make our own water. We could do. You know what I mean?
No,
We can make what's it? Lab grown meat. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
They can do all these different things, you know, and they can make an earthquake and hurricane. They can make fire come down from heaven, right? With the dew, right? Which they did in the time of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. But they got the direct energy weapons now. They can make fire come down from heaven in the sight of men, right? It's the miracles, yeah.
They did in California.
Well, yeah, right.
They've used the
In the sight of the beast, it says you got in Revelation 13, and that's them. That's that pride. You know, they do of what making miracles, right? That's what Elon said. He said Jesus-like miracles because of the micro C hit, man.
Right.
That's that pride, man. Right? They say, hey, the Lord didn't make me. How can you make me? I'm a God,
Don't waste your
right? It says, or say, shall the thing framed say unto him that framed it,
Right.
he have no understanding. See, that's what they say, man. God don't have no understanding. He
Right.
don't know what's going on.
we need to genetically modify.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Food, the people, everything.
we need to put this
Merch.
piece of computer in you,
Right.
so that you've been upgraded.
Right. They call it body hacking.
Yeah.
But they can't come up with their own thing. But somehow they think they're God because they have to hack into something that's already created.
Right.
Yeah.
And and they call it upgrade.
An upgrade,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? You know, how arrogant and pompous is that?
Yeah.
You know?
Well, they're mad scientists, man. You know, they've done that with the vegetables, the fruits,
Yeah.
the animals. You know,
GMOs. Yeah.
hey, yeah, man, hey, the people next.
Oh, can I keep going on it?
Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. You got it.
And it says Isaiah 29:17, and it is not yet a little while, and Lebanon shall be turned into a fruitful field, and the fruitful field shall be esteemed as a forest, right?
Yeah, ultimately going back into the kingdom.
Right, going back to the kingdom. And it says, and in that day, and in that day shall the deaf hear the word of the book, and the eyes of the blind shall see out of obscurity,
Right, darkness.
and out of darkness.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So ultimately, you know, everybody's gonna know the truth, man. You know, at some point, man. You know, the deaf, you know, those that can't hear now. Okay, well, the elect, you know, those gonna get this knowledge, this wisdom, first.
Understanding, yeah.
You know, they're the first fruits, but then ultimately everybody, man. All Israel in the kingdom, all these nations, they're gonna know, hey, that this is the seed that the Lord has blessed.
Yeah, the Lord
See?
was dealing with the whole
Yeah,
time.
the whole time. All right.
Want to go back?
Let's see if you got something. Oh no, okay.
So Psalm 75 verse 10 again. All the horns of the wicked also will I cut off, but the horns of the righteous shall be exalted.
Right, so they the power, man. They're gonna get that power.
Sorry.
You know, he's gonna be in that position of power. He's gonna rule. Okay, beginning with Yahushua, King David, and then you know, the 12, right? And then there's gonna be a righteous order on down. However the Lord does it. You see?
Yeah.
Go ahead and go back to that Psalm 144, yeah.
This is Psalms 144 and verse 11. How do you say it, brother?
Read.
Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children,
Right, right. You want?
whose mouth speaketh vanity,
Right.
and their right hand
Mhm.
is and their right hand is a right hand of falsehood.
Right, the right hand, meaning the
Power.
powers.
Yeah.
You see, they're good at their lies. They were created to be that deceptive devil that they are.
And then when it says, because you know, right hand is normally dealing with righteous, but it tells you if they do good, they do it unwillingly.
Right.
The scripture says that. So even when they do, their right hand does good, it's really unwillingly.
Well, even the Lord told Cain, he goes, if you do good, when it go good for you,
Right,
can,
right.
Can you grab that real quick, brother? You know what's that? It's Genesis, the 4th chapter, where the Lord told Cain, he goes, if thou doest good, I'm roughly paraphrasing
No,
it.
yeah, no, you. I agree.
Yeah.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. Yeah, when you get good, you mean
Yeah. If you do good,
you get good.
You get good. But see, Esau, he wasn't created to do good.
Right.
It's the same spirit.
Right.
So you know he's not going to do good. You see, but hey, he put him in that position ultimately so he could destroy him, man. You know.
Yeah,
Got
and
it.
not to mention what he had a choice. You mean that's where you actually had a choice. I mean, you didn't have a choice, but you had a choice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He made the
you made your decision.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, you can't say the Lord did it. It was you. You did that.
You did it.
Yeah. I mean, no, it's like you said, it's your nature. The Lord said, "Who can make a crooked thing straight?"
Right.
But you made the decision,
You made the decision. You did it.
just like selling his birthright.
Yeah.
He did it.
Because he even tells you, Ecclesiastes 15 chapter, it says the Lord has no need of a sinful man.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So hey, the Lord don't need this man. He don't really need any of us. But the Lord did, you know, select the chosen man.
To the foolishness of preaching.
Foolish preaching.
Well, he set them up from the beginning, before the foundation of the world. So there's already set. So he already knew who was gonna, you know. This
I
Lord
tried
just
to.
planned it all out.
So I can at least turn it off.
You know what I mean? Just planned it all out. That's all.
I'm going to jump in at 3 if I may. and
Okay,
then
got
this
it.
is- a couple verses. But Genesis 4 and 3 says, and in the process of time it came to pass that Cain brought of the fruit of the ground an offering unto Yahweh. And Abel he also brought of the firstling of his flocks and of the fat thereof. And Yahweh had respect unto Abel and to his offering, but unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell.
Right, because Cain knew exactly, what to bring. He knew what to do, but what did he do? He did wrong.
So it wasn't his
First
rodeo.
rodeo, right? It
Yeah.
wasn't his first time doing it.
And it says, verse 6, and Yahweh said unto Cain, why art thou wroth? And why is thou countenance fall?
And you got to put yourself in that. You got to envision that, man.
No problem.
What's wrong with you, man? Why you look sad?
What's the matter?
Huh?
Well,
Like a father.
Yeah,
Like a father.
yeah,
Hey,
basically,
what's
yeah.
wrong? What's wrong with you?
Because
Hey, you know what's up? Hey,
yeah.
don't you know?
yeah.
Yeah, and
Well,
here,
don't you know if you do good, you get good.
You're sitting there with that lip.
What you down
you
with?
pushed out, yeah.
Yeah.
Mush mouth with
Yeah.
the resting bitch face.
Yeah.
Yeah. He says, and this is that father speaking right there. If thou doest well,
Right.
shalt thou not be accepted?
Yeah.
And if thou dost not well, sin
Lieth
lieth at the door.
Ooh.
And this
And
is go ahead, brother. I was gonna say that this is the man of sin.
It's a man of sin. Yeah.
Yeah. And unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him.
Mm.
If you see him, sin is at your. Sin
Oh,
is at your door.
Yeah. Yeah.
You see that one? Oh, damn. Yeah.
Yeah. Cain, man.
When Gad seen them motherfuckers, man, they didn't know that was sin. Sin was at their door. Shit.
Or even you remember that movie Apocalypto?
Yeah.
When they're sitting there at that beach, and here comes the ship.
Yeah.
Here comes the devil.
They're like, oh, come on, buddy. Yeah, go ahead. You want some? They kill your ass and call it Thanksgiving. God damn.
And make you celebrate it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
And there, we were down to 3 busters by
Strange, you said.
There should be a little bit more. Yeah, you might as well just go. Yeah, you might as well just read to the rest of the chapter.
The Psalms 144 and verse 12, that our sons may be as a plant grown up in their youth,
Mm-hmm.
that our daughters may be as cornerstones
Mm.
polished after the
Similitude.
similitude of the palace.
Right.
Palace,
Our sons may be as plants. Right. Because ultimately, hey, that's what the Lord has in store for His
Got a lot
people,
of
man.
children.
You
Got a
know,
lot of children,
ultimately to be in a perfect position, man.
Right.
Have perfect bodies, not being able to sin anymore. Have going back to the blessing. What's the blessing that the Lord gave Jacob, man? He gave him the corn and the wine.
Right.
Okay, the increase and the inheritance.
So, yeah.
That's what He gave him. But what did He give Esau? He gave Esau the sword.
Right.
Yeah,
you get the increase, but the increase will come by the sword.
He didn't give Esau the corn and wine, but He gave him the fatness of the earth and the dew from heaven.
Yeah.
It said, through thy sword thou shalt live.
Yeah, through
Yeah.
the sword,
Yeah.
Yeah, he said that's how he's going to get the fatness of the earth. Is what I'm saying. Yeah,
Khan,
Through the sword,
through the sword.
through the sword.
Yeah.
But then, and later on, coming back, because that was Isaac, which Isaac is Yahweh Shai, and later on, Yahweh Shai said, he who live by the sword shall die by the sword.
Right.
So at the end, the Lord basically took it back at the
Yeah.
end. He told him, hey, that sword is going to be your detriment.
Yeah.
You live by the sword is going to die by the sword.
And that's something, bro. Same
Same God,
spirit,
it's the
same
same
spirit.
spirit. Yeah, they
They
told
gave him the blessing. Gonna
He
give
took
him
it back. He
the,
took
you
it
know,
back.
take
Hey,
it back,
you,
man.
You spoke about that, the key.
Yeah.
Right? He has the key.
Um,
The key of death, everything, the bottomless pit, everything. He opened up doors that no one can open. He shut doors that no one can shut. Hey, he opened, told him, hey, taking that back. You would live by the sword, shall die by it, man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Which that's why he was telling Peter, because he was saying, hey, we're of a different sort. We're of a different spirit, man. Right? That's why, put it back up in your sheath. You won't,
Not right now.
Not right now. This ain't that time, yeah.
Not right now. Not yet. Well, not right now. Later.
Not yet.
Later,
Wait till I rise up to the battle.
Later.
Rise up to the prey.
Right.
Hey, said, and my Lord said unto my Lord.
Right.
You know what I mean? Sit thee at my right hand
Yeah.
while I make
My
thy
my
enemies
superior
thy-
said to
thy
the
footstool.
superior said it to my superior. Yeah. Come sit at that right hand. Yeah.
Yep,
I'll make the
keep going.
enemy footstool.
Mhm.
Yep.
Verse 13, that our garners may be filled,
Be full.
be full,
Affirming.
all manner
Well, affording is out there.
of course, like
Can't even see.
all manner of stone, that our sheep may be
Store.
of store, slacking, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our streets.
Right. You're just going back to the increase.
The
You know?
children, the money, everything.
Everything's gonna flourish. Yep. Keep going, bro.
Verse 14, that our oxen may
Yeah.
be strong,
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, the oxen, everything.
Keep going.
to labor, that there be no breaking in,
Mm-hmm.
nor going out.
Right.
Oh yeah. That goes into that same thing, like what we were saying before when Bishop Nate said that the Gog and Magog is going to come in
Yeah.
in 1,000 years. They're
Sneak
gonna-
attack.
No, sneak attack is going to be. No, it said no breaking in. How you going to break in? The Lord said He's going to set it up where no one can break in.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little more.
And if Russians are Edomites, then after 1,000 years, where are you going to get these guys from?
They're supposed to be Obadiah 1 and 18. So where are they going to be?
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right before 999 and 999, they're going to jump up, and as they cross into that 1,000, how's that?
9,000
hey,
years
well,
on the
hey,
wall.
well,
9,000 out there
Right.
on the wall. Or something.
Hey, well, Nahum says what? Affliction shall not rise up the second time. Want to grab that real quick, bro? Just so we can prove that. You got it? Nahum 1, maybe start where it says,
Yeah,
start up a little
nine
bit.
is 1
One.
and 9.
1 to 9, but start up a little bit.
Yeah.
Start up a little bit. You find a good spot. Keep going, bro.
Verse 14. I'll read it again. That our oxen may be strong to labor,
Mhm.
that there be no breaking in, nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. Is that it?
Yeah. Keep going.
Verse 15.
Right, ain't nobody gonna be complaining no more, man.
No
Hey,
reason.
Jake gonna have everything. Okay, we're gonna be good. Here come that wind. Here come that wind, man.
Take me now. You're around the tape.
I bring that tape. Keep going.
Verse 15. Happy is that people that is in such a case.
Mm-hmm.
Yea, happy is that people whose Yahweh is the Lord's.
Yeah, and that's the Israelites, man. And that's gonna be all for Israel, not for any of these nations, not for Esau. No, that's gonna be the people of Yasharallah, man. The people of the Lord.
Good.
Find a good spot.
Yeah.
Six.
I got one real quick.
See if you can kind of weight it down.
Just a little bit.
Hey, man, you got everything against us today, huh? The heat.
Yeah, I got one real quick. Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 8. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck.
You got it.
Being that the yoke, this oppression that they have over slavery,
Bondage.
but bondage goes into more than just slavery. It goes into what? Well, it says I'm gonna say it's off thy neck and burst the bonds, and bonds goes into what? It said they got debt bonds, they got the what's it called? The birth certificate, the social security, the bonds, the things that bond you to slavery unto this place, saying that they own you.
Yeah.
Right, which they want to go a little further by putting the Michael C hit.
That's exactly what it is.
An indefinite, a bond to say that they're your owner, right? And that's what the Lord's for the break. He's for to break that ability. When the Lord just read about the Lord should bring down their horns. A lot of that thing with the horn, their power mostly comes through these satellites, because they can use. That's how they can use the weapon. That's how they can use basically these weapons that they have. They have surveillance. So once you take down those satellites, they're unable to have surveillance. They're unable to use a lot of their weapons. The Lord's going to take their power, man. gonna break their horns, right?
A lot of their
Gonna
power,
break their teeth. That's the military, right?
A lot of their power has been through maritime power.
Right.
You know, that's that great Leviathan in the sea, man.
Well, that's
Yeah.
going to the
You know
sea,
what I
but right now everything's going digital, man. Everything's going digital, so that's that ultimate power that they have to able to see. They showed you that in that was the Enemy of the State. When you watch that movie, what was that? They were able to peek off the cameras, different things. They were able to know where you're at.
Like
You
eagle
know what I'm
eye.
saying? Eagle eye. Now
Yep.
back then, I think we didn't have the phones then, so now they're peeking off your phone. Matter of fact, they're talking about what is it? The phone. Every car in 2027 is going to have this thing that will be able to shut off your car if you're in unimpaired. Well, how are they going to do that? The thing is going to be able to drive and shut itself off. Matter of fact, they said they're going to have a thing where the cops, if they get behind you, they can hit a switch. The cops can hit a switch for your car and shut your car down. They're not even no more high-speed chase. And how are they going to be able to do that? Through the satellites, man. That's that power, man. That's all power. What did the dude, what's his name? Fuck. The guy that told the guy not to full control, full power. When he was telling him that, telling the other guy, the filmmaker.
Yeah.
The dude, I can't even think of his name, but basically he was telling him full control. And then put the micro C hip in you and how you control the micro C
Somebody
hip.
Rockefeller,
One of the Rockefellers, yeah. David Rockefeller. It was David Rockefeller.
Talking to the one movie.
Trading places.
The dude, yeah, the dude that did Trading Places,
I
yeah.
forget his name now too.
Right. But yeah, they were speaking to him. Russo, right?
Aaron
Russo. Yeah, Aaron Russo. Right. So spoke to nothing but full power. How do you control? Yeah.
Total control.
Total control, right? So how are you gonna do that? Through the satellites. That's how you're gonna be able to. You know what I'm saying? That's nothing but power. But the Lord's gonna bring that down.
That chip, that was
Yeah, that's how you make the
data
chip.
centers.
Yeah, the data.
The data centers are
Yeah.
going to play a
Big part in that too.
large part in that.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's still gonna have to bounce off from the satellites.
Yes, the linking
So, yeah,
all together
everything's
is going
gonna
to be the satellites.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they also have, they have ground cables and everything.
Yeah,
as
the
well,
under the
you know what
water,
I mean?
yeah. They
So,
got that,
you
but
yeah. But that's
all
gonna
of
be
it's
the
all
true,
yeah,
nature
all-
of how everything is.
yeah,
that
the Lord,
those-
yeah.
And they have those things in space too. They have giant stations up there where they're going to be storing shit as well.
Oh
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But all this is all incorporated, and that's the Lord's gonna basically is gonna the proverbial rug is gonna be taken right off from underneath their feet.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So to speak.
hey, what does it say when they sit down to eat? You know what I mean?
Yeah, they should be
Yeah.
in straits. Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
So right when he thinks, all right, I got it all together,
I'll grab that, bro.
let me sit back and enjoy it.
20,
That's when it's all gonna go to shit
21,
for him.
22. somewhere around
Come. For it shall come to pass in that day, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai of hosts, that I will break the yoke from off thy neck and burst thy bonds. Wait, hey, this is what I was thinking about that when you read it earlier, because it said strangers, right? And
Oh, yeah.
and strangers
Strange.
shall no more serve themselves of him. Right? Basically, they're gonna never put us in slavery again. Because what you said about the second time, right? Which that's
Yeah.
what I'm gonna read that right now. It says, Nahum chapter 1, verse 6, and who can stand before his indignation,
Yeah.
right? The Most High's anger. Who
Nobody.
can stand?
Nobody.
Hey, just the elect, but that's barely, scarcely should be saved.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You're going to scarcely be saved from the Lord's indignation, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because you're going to be counted, what it says, those that are imputed with righteousness, man, you're going to be counted with righteous.
Yeah.
And you're going to scarcely be saved.
Wert thou angry with the rivers? So he's gonna be destroying that, man, drying up, man. It's gonna be some serious
The Lord's angry.
level destruction
Well,
happening.
Yeah, saying that the Lord is angry, man.
Yeah.
It's going to be, it's going to take something to appease his anger to make him not destroy you. Like, who could stand before?
Hey, and that's another good. You was talking about with the chariots that with the spaceships opening up and
Yeah, they'll open up
that
now.
movie. But that the other one was good too with Thanos. when he be like rain down fire, and his big ass chariot would just level everything.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean? You know, hey, the Most High gonna rain fire on this place, man. And contrary to what you guys probably, you're not gonna stop anything that he's bringing.
No.
You're gonna be susceptible to it. You know.
Yeah, and all that they're showing the movies. It's gonna be as child's play
Oh, yeah,
compared to what's the Lord really gonna bring.
Yeah, and I've learned too that the movies are their propaganda for saying, you know, hey, look, we're gonna defeat whatever you know, whatever
coming,
power you think is gonna come and rescue you. We winning in the end, and we're gonna use your people because a lot of times they use Jake to show, you know what I mean, to help them get a victory. You know,
Which that's what they've always done. If
right?
you go back to was it the Civil
down.
War
Mhm.
or the Civil War? Any of these other wars?
Mhm.
Was it the
all the way back.
was
to
that one? What's the one called? The Boston Tea Party.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Boston Tea Party. They said the first one who ever died, the Boston Tea Party was Jake.
We'll go
the
back
first
further than
casualty.
that. Who helped them conquer Jerusalem?
Right. Oh
Was
yeah.
it black
yeah,
Israelite.
Yeah, he was like a general. Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. What is his name?
And even when you go back to the Greeks, Jason.
Yeah.
Jason,
Yeah,
man.
Jason.
That wicked wretch.
Yeah.
It tells us, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. You know.
A lot of our people have shit to pay for it. It goes way back.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. Correct. And who can abide in the fierceness of his anger? Yeah, the Most High, man. Who's gonna abide in the fierce anger of the Most High, man? Nobody can stand unless you're the elect. Really starts with Yahweh Shai. Man, Yahweh Shai has to give you that pardon, that tawah.
Right.
You have to get the tawah from Yahweh Shai, man.
Yeah, that exemption.
That exemption.
from being
Mark
judged.
Twain.
So, Shalom. His fierce, his fury is poured out like fire, and the rocks are thrown down by him.
Yeah. Yeah, man. Hey, the Lord coming with a lot of destruction. He ain't gonna hold back.
Right.
Ain't nothing holding him back, man. He's gonna accomplish everything that he said he was in the scriptures.
That's kind of like what you call bullets
He
back
is
in
a
the day.
man.
You used to call bullets hot rocks.
Hot rocks.
Yeah, that's the Lord. If you shoot them missiles at you, it's gonna be like hot rocks.
Fiery.
Fiery, yeah, fire. It says, and Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, is good and strong, hold in the day of, it's like a strong, as Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, right?
Yeah.
In the time we're about to come in, but to Jacob's trouble, right?
Yeah, you got to lean upon the Lord, man. You can't lean upon anything else. If you're not leaning upon the Lord, you know, hey, you're not gonna make it. You're not gonna make it. If you have any questions, bro, just give me. Oh, you got
The 12 tribes.
Yeah, 12 tribes.
Like
Yeah, let me go to this real quick, and I'll go back. I'm gonna jump back. It says Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 7. Alas, for the day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it.
Right.
Right, the elect.
The elect.
Yep. Because you're gonna have to be the elect to appease the Lord, his anger. Who could stand before the Lord's anger, man? Nobody but the elect, because they're gonna get the tawah, they're gonna get the exemption, right? And it says, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is good, a stronghold in the day of trouble, and he knoweth them that trust in him. Going into the elect, because the only one's gonna really trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is the elect.
You get naked up there.
But with an overflowing flood, oh, this is how much the Lord's going to, kind of what you were saying. That, like you said, the rainfire from what's Thanos.
Well, even Sodom and Gomorrah would say fire and brimstone.
Fire and brimstone. Yeah. It says, but with the overrunning flood, he make an utter end of the place thereof.
Right.
It's going to be overflowing. Yeah.
Well, Scripture was 200 million missiles.
Yeah.
200 million warheads.
200 million warheads. Yeah. Yeah.
They're going
It
to
says,
saturate Babylon.
and darkness shall pursue his enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And the Lord said, cast him out to utter darkness.
Yep.
Right? That's in was it Isaiah 47?
Job 18.
Yeah.
He should be chased out of the world.
World, yeah.
So we reading right now.
Nahum,
The book of Nahum, the first chapter.
Nahum 1 and started at 6. I'm going to go to 9.
What you just said, I had a dream about.
Huh?
Yeah,
What you just said, I had a dream about it.
Mm.
Oh, bro?
Yes, sir.
Wow.
I was like, I think I was 21. Like, I was going through a lot, man. Abusive father, all that. And, like, I was crying out to God, and like, he just had like a lot of time to myself. You know, I was asleep, and I was dreaming about a lot of things. My whole life, all the way until then, I didn't understand it. I didn't know
Right.
why. I cried when I woke up because I literally saw missiles falling from the sky.
Right, yeah. That's
That
coming.
shook me up.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That day's coming, yeah.
Yeah, we're in
that
those
day's
times.
coming. We're in that time.
Yeah, it's literally.
Yeah.
It says, and this is the point that I'm actually trying to make. And what do ye imagine against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai? He will make an utter end. Affliction shall not rise the second time. So
Right.
we're not going into slavery again, which that's what these Edomites are talking about doing, putting us back into slavery.
We're not
We're not going back into
wickedness
slavery
again. We're not going back,
Back into
sin
wickedness.
again.
Yes,
Right.
again, that's right.
When it's
Right.
over this time, it's over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're going to be made back as in the garden prior to the fall of Adam.
Right, the Lord said actually greater.
Yeah.
It's gonna be greater than the time of the
Yeah.
garden. So it's gonna be more splendid, more better than the garden. The
Zechariah,
garden,
what Zechariah 10 says, we're going to increase even more than we had increased.
yeah.
Can you find it, bro? Zechariah 10, and I believe it's.
You want me to get it?
You have a question?
10, I got it, bro. 10, what? 10.
No, it's 10. It's a little lower. That's what I wanted to see. I'll tell you where it's going.
I just feel like God let me over him, man.
Yeah,
And
well,
going through
Yeah,
it.
listen.
yeah,
It's better to listen.
yeah. Man's goings of the Lord. You know, we don't have. You know, with a lot of people in the world, you know, they say we got free will. It's not true.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, we ain't got no
we don't have free will.
If you want to go out, just tap the top.
Yeah, I'm looking. Yeah. Start at verse 8, but and then read down where it's the spot. No, the rest of the chapter is good, but wherever you think. Start at verse 8.
Okay, yeah. Zechariah chapter 10, verse 8. And I will hiss for them.
Right, right, and that's the Lord, man. He's calling out his remnant, man. You know, he's hissing for his people.
Right.
He's calling out, man. You know,
There's a displeasure, yeah. And the scripture says the Lord in his sore displeasure, he basically, roughly paraphrasing, he basically wounded the enemy or the nation, the Gentiles, right? You know what I mean? The Lord is displeased with the heathen, the
Right.
Gentiles, right? And it says, and gathered them, for I have redeemed them, and they shall increase
right.
as they have increased.
Yeah, so like you said,
Increased.
yeah,
Plural, yeah.
yeah. So we're gonna even be better than we were.
It will increase as, and they have increased
Right.
with the ed. All right. And I will sow them among the people, and they shall remember me in far countries.
Right, and that's happening now. You know, in the land of their captivities, they should remember themselves.
Right.
As the scripture tells us, you see?
Right.
And that's those that have the Spirit. And those that have been led by the Spirit of the Lord, can they remember who they are? They are the true people of the Bible, man. You know, according to whatever tribe, that we may be from.
Yeah.
You know?
It's not that most
Yeah,
of you
right.
know you're an Israelite.
Now
Yeah.
you know you're an Israelite, because really, I mean,
We don't really know about that.
I could be Issachar, but I
But
may
it's a
not
great
be.
it's a great indicator, but it's not the end all
End all
be all, right?
right.
Yeah.
Right.
What's a great indicator? Which is spiritual, right? It's very still spiritual. That 12 tribe chart is very spiritual, right? But it says,
And you'll know in that day when you go through that gate.
Yeah.
yeah, you know that.
What tribe you belong to?
That's
Yeah.
your gate over there.
Well, it says the Lord going to give you that white rock with
Yeah.
your name, with,
Yeah.
and that name is most likely going to have
Yeah.
your tribe with it
Yeah.
too. Yeah, you
What
know
house
who
you
are.
belong to? What
Yeah.
home?
You know what I mean? So it says, and they shall live with their children and turn again
See? Yes. And that's what's
back to
happening now.
the Father. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Well, that's what it says. It says the fathers. It says Isaiah. I'm not Isaiah, but Elijah should to return again, and he should turn the fathers to the sons, and the sons to the fathers.
Right.
Right? Yeah. And I will bring them again, also out of the land of Egypt,
Spiritual Egypt.
which is America. Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
And gather them out of Assyria, which is America.
So-called America.
And I will bring them into the land of Gilead and
Gilead.
Oh, it's like it. Yeah, you're right. Gilead and Lebanon.
Right. Just going back to the homeland. That's all.
A place shall not be found for them.
Right. Right. Because ultimately, you know, hey, we're gonna need this place. The Lord's got to increase, man. As the scripture says, you know, it's gonna increase, you know, the earth, man. And then we're gonna have other planets. You know, we're gonna have other places to go to, man. You know, the Holy Land's gonna be what? Just like the base. You know, but Israel's gonna possess everything.
Yeah, like you have the capital of your city, like
Right.
Arizona or Phoenix, the capital of Arizona. You have the capital, but then you have
Right.
you have everything else. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, because everybody's
More like DC.
Yeah,
DC is the capital of the United States.
States. Yeah.
And then each individual little state has its own capital, and each state has multiple cities. You know.
So it's capital. That's good.
Yeah, for
Push,
vibration.
yes. Circulation too.
This right here. I remember this specifically in my dream because I was like, why do Jesus have devil horns? Like, I literally, this very moment was in my dream. So the end is coming soon.
Oh yeah.
Like, literally, man, it's crazy how God showed me this dream.
But you know that's not.
You know why? It's
Yeah.
devil horn.
Yeah, that's what I said, Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
He knows that.
I mean, I know this ain't your first because I see you had that who's that Star Rim fan.
Right,
That's
right,
not,
yeah.
You know, but
Don't get into it.
You watch other groups?
Well, I try to learn as much as I can. Like, I feel like God has always gravitated me towards, like, because I go to like a Messianic Jewish church, synagogue. So I'm trying to learn as much as I possibly can and actually get the real truth because I've been asking God.
Well, the real truth out here in the streets. You know, Scripture tells us. Can you grab that? What is that? Proverbs 1:20. Wasn't cry out in the street.
Yeah.
You got it. Go ahead.
got it.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, this is Proverbs 1:20, and it reads, "Wisdom crieth without; she uttereth her voice in the streets."
Right. So, hey, this is where the wisdom's at. Right here. Okay. This is the true church, man. The Scripture says that the Most High dwelleth not in temple made with hands. So when you go to these churches, so-called churches, the Lord's not really there. You know, I know they might have a small, you know, part of the truth. You know, the Scriptures. You know, they bring out the Scriptures, but most of the time they're not breaking it down correctly. You see, you know, this is where the wisdom's at. You know? That's unless you want to let her grab a little bit more.
Dwelleth not in temples made by hand.
Okay, con. Yep. Yeah, so no, man, that's the so-called white man. That's the devil that the Bible speaks about. You see, he's the devil. And when we say that, we're not saying that every so-called white person is well, they're Edomites, you know, but not every so-called white person is Edomite. It goes back to the lineage. You know, those whoever is Edom, okay, and you're going to have Edomites that look like so-called black, so-called Mexicans, so, you know, so on and so forth. You see, but the majority of the Edomites, they are so-called white. You know, that's why those devil horns okay, or in so-called Jesus.
Well, it tells you that what we just read in Revelations 20. It says they should deceive the world again, which is talking about the Renaissance. Renaissance means rebirth. So when the self-proclaimed so-called white man came out of the caves at the Caucasus Mountains, he had to deceive the world to make himself. It says even in the scripture, it talks about how Satan should transform himself into an angel of light. Well, that's him. He's transformed himself into an angel of light, right? Which was it? It's also in Wisdom of Solomon 14. One that will have I'll get it. One will have a son and make his son basically like of a god, which that's was it Pope Alexander the Sixth?
Yeah, the Borgia family.
Yeah, the Borgia family. Pope Alexander the Sixth paid what's his name? Michelangelo to paint him into the image of the Lord, which is a false thing because you go into the scriptures. Obviously, it says he has hair of wool. Go to Daniel, it says his father, the Ancient of Days, has hair of pure wool. Well, you can't get that from pure wool. Yeah, pure wool, right? So you ain't gonna get that, right? But let me get this real quick. It says Luke 14:23, just real quick, and then I'm gonna go to that Wisdom of Solomon 14. It says, and the Lord said unto the servants, go out into the highways and hedges and compel them to come in, that the house may be filled.
Right, you got it.
Oh well basically that's basically what the Lord is doing. He's compelling everyone to come in. That really ultimately is the elect. That's really who's going to come in. Is the elect. The Lord's only dealing with the elect, and the Lord is putting out, the word. The gathering is of Yahushua.
Yeah, because that's his true name. In the page of Hebrew, it's not Jesus. Because the letter J didn't come about to 1524.
Right.
By a man, Giorgio
Trissino. Yeah, Giorgio Trissino.
I think it's Trissino.
Trissino.
Yeah, well, either way, the letter J wasn't there because his name could have possibly been Jesus. So, you got something? Go ahead, bro.
I just wanted to follow up with the first one he had me read.
Yeah.
This is Acts 7:48, and it reads, I'll start at 47, but Solomon built him an house. Verse 48, howbeit the Most High dwelleth not in temples made with hands, as saith the prophet, heaven is my throne, and the earth is my footstool. What house would ye build me, saith Yahweh Bahashum Yahweh Shai, or where is the place of my rest? So, yeah, he's really not in the churches, the synagogues, any of these places, you know what I mean, where we were apt to go in the beginning. We're told to come out of, and he even tells you also that, these places he calls harlot houses, because they're not teaching you, number one, who you are. Like at them synagogues, they should be teaching you you're actually the true children. You are the descendants of the actual Israelites.
Which some of them are actual Jakes too,
right?
Man, because we're scattered amongst all people.
Right.
But yeah. You got to say some of them are actually Jakes too.
Indeed.
But for the most part, those are Edomites, man. Yeah. And there's a division between Jacob and Esau.
Yeah, because ultimately you're an Israelite. You're an Israelite. That's what you are. You're an Israelite,
right?
And if you
the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Indians are Jacob, we're the Israelites.
Yeah.
Basically, you would be actually, if that would be your lineage, you would be a Jew, and they would be Jewish.
Right. Well, it says all the tribes.
ISH on the end of anything means what? Something like pertaining to, but not that. You know what I mean? So you are actually the authentic thing. They are the imitation, trying to teach you your heritage through their lens. And it's not even, you know what I mean? It's not authentic.
Okay, yeah, this is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 14, verse 12, for the devising of idols, right? Because basically, like you saying, the harlot house, the churches, those are nothing but basically places where they get you to try to worship idols. Was the beginning of spiritual fornication. So when you go with those churches, those things like that, they're the beginning of spiritual fornication. You want to be where where the prophets are at,
Yeah, basically you're committing adultery against the Lord.
right?
You know, when you worship like so-called Jesus, Allah, Buddha, that those are all idols. The scripture tells the gods of the nations are idols, but the Most High made the heavens. So, you know, the only true power is the Father Yahweh. Well, then the Son also is a power. So he's also a God, but he's not the Most High God. And, you know, who the world really calls Jesus the Christ, his name is Yahweh Shai.
Yeah. It says, it says, and the invention of them that corruption of life. So these, especially dealing with the Edomites, that's their whole thing is to corrupt life. They're not here to teach you the true way, right? They're here to corrupt life. For neither were they from the beginning. See, they wasn't from the beginning. We were from the beginning. The nation of Israel was supposed to be from the beginning.
Yeah.
Right? The Edomites, these other nations wasn't from the beginning.
Right.
So they can't teach you a thing. We're the original. Well, people tell you, but it goes deeper. It's actually in the scriptures. We're the beginning. A lot of people say we're the original man. We're blood. We're the middle. But they don't understand. It goes deeper than that. It goes to the spirit. We're literally physically and spiritually the beginning, right, of all things. Right?
Yeah.
Because it tells you that what?
Yeah, no, it's because the scripture tells us that you know, we're all from the seed of Adam, right? We all come from Adam, but also those that the Lord has chosen. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, the other nations, you know, they also come from Adam, but there's a different. You have the sons of God, and you go back to Genesis, the 5th chapter. Okay, that's a certain lineage, ultimately which became the Israelites, and then you have the sons of the wicked, man.
And the sons of man.
And then you have the sons of the nations.
Yeah, well. sons of the righteous, sons of men, and sons of the wicked. Right? We're the righteous, the other nations are the sons of men, and the wicked is Esau. Right? Going back to he has that same spirit of Cain, which it came back, reincarnation. They teach you about reincarnation. Well, reincarnation is biblical, because reincarnate, that spirit of Cain came back into Esau.
Yeah,
that same spirit, it's the same spirit came back in Esau. Well, he should be able to
it's
be
a lot.
Quick understanding,
Right, it's a lot. But
He's
Still
been
don't want to overwhelm.
yeah, and it says, neither were they from the beginning, neither shall they be forever. See, they're going to get cut off. They're not going to be, these Edomites aren't going to be forever. They're here to deceive you. And they're out of here. It says, and not to mention the idols. Mm-hmm. The idols ain't meant to be forever either. These churches, these hollow houses, ain't going to be. For by vain glory of men they enter into the world, and therefore shall they shortly. Therefore they come shortly to an end. So these churches, Esau, all this stuff is all going to come to an end, right? The truth is out here now, like you said, in the streets. It says, for this is what I'm talking, where this came from. For a father afflicted with an untimely mourning, when he had made an image, right? He had an untimely mourning. His son died. So this Pope Alexander VI, his son, which was Cesare Borgia, he died as a young man. So he as a father, he had an untimely mourning, right? So his son died early. When he had made an image of his child, soon taken away, now honored him as a god. See? So his son died, and Pope Alexander VI made his son a god, which is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh Shai is a god. He's not the Most High, but Yahweh Shai is a god. Right along with the angels and even us. The Lord said that we are gods. Right? But we're not the Most High, and we're definitely not Yahweh Shai. But we're gods. So, but this guy is trying to conform himself into a God, which they're not going to be here much longer. Their idols, their churches, the things that they come up with. The Lord says they're shortly. They have it says they come shortly to an end, man. All this is going to be done.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And it says and now honored him as a god, which was then a dead man. See, now you think this dead man? Oh, that's true. No, that dude was just a man, and not to mention he was a he had sex with his sister. Incest with his sister. He had same sex with a man on man with what's his name?
Michelangelo,
Leonardo
da Vinci.
Leonardo da Vinci. They had relations.
And
So,
the scripture
yeah.
gives you a clear depiction.
So this dude is a
of what
debauchery. They're
Yahweh
not-
Shai looked like.
Yeah, they're telling you to praise a dude who's been in all sorts of spiritual, physical fornication.
Killer.
Yeah, he's a murderer. Yeah, he murdered his own brother.
His
because,
brother.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
murdered his own brother. Yeah, he was a murderer. He's everything, bro. That was what's his name? Cesare.
Yeah.
Cesare. Some people say Cesare.
Yeah.
Is it Cesare?
Yeah.
Cesare?
Yep.
No,
Caesar Borgia.
right.
Cesare
He's a
Borgia.
Borgia. Yeah, the Borgia family. They even did a series on HBO. The
First
Borgia
crime
family.
family.
They're the first crime family. Right? And crime goes into what? Crimson.
Red.
Crimson is what? Red. And that's Esau. That's what the Rothschild means. Means red shield.
You overload.
Right?
Red child. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. Hey, we're gonna close out. Bro.
Right.
Give it,
Well, let me
Finish
finish
up. Yeah, finish up and close out.
It says,
we'll speak to him a little bit more.
and delivered to those that were under him, right? And we all end up being under this devil, under slavery,
That's
right? Through him conquering the world through the sword, like we mentioned, Esau got the blessing of the sword, right? Conquered the world. It says, and him, what's that? How you say it? I know it's ceremoniously a sacrifice.
Right.
So now they're making him the sacrifice, which is the sacrifice that they gave to us, saying he's Yahushai. So Yahushai, who will be a so-called black man with a woolly afro, a white woolly afro. When you go into that thing, it says his hair of wool,
Just
and
like
his
that.
feet the color of fine brass. Like you have your sandals, you take off your shoes, your feet is the color of brass, like brown, right? But it says it
Literally
burned
depicts him
burned
just like
in a
that.
furnace, right? So if you burn anything, what would it turn? Black.
Sorry.
So then how can it be that? That's impossible,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's impossible.
Right.
It'd be more like that, a dark brown skinned man. Right?
White woolly hair on his
White
head.
woolly hair, yeah.
So let's get this. We'll close out, and then we'll speak to him a little more. The scripture says too much honey is not good for you, so we don't want to overload them. But yeah.
I mean, I'm on this, so I'm bringing.
No, you're good. It's just
This is Zechariah 2:1. It says, "Gather yourselves together, yea, gather together, O nation not desired."
right. And what nation is that? That's the Israelites, man. Okay, the scripture, Psalms, the 83rd chapter tells us what? That we have enemies. Okay, who's that first enemy on the list? Esau. And the so-called white man.
And Ishmael's next. Yeah,
Ishmael's next. The so-called Arabs.
Esau is mentioned twice.
Yep.
Amalek,
You got Amalek, the
Yeah,
grandson of Esau.
which is the so-called,
Yeah,
Jewish.
Jacob giving
The
Ishmael
people that are right
pass
now in the
over-
land right now, they're the Amalekites. Maybe not
Small
not all of them. The little hats, the ones with little hats. You got some of them that may be Israelites
Oh yeah, of
because
course.
because we're
We're
scattered
scattered all
through all the four corners of the earth. But the majority of them, they're Esau, they're the Edomites.
Just like the same with our people, as the wicked is sown tares among us.
Was it
Yep.
John? Was it John
you have
Hyrcanus, the
chocolate.
one who made them
John
convert?
Hyrcanus.
Yep, John Hyrcanus. Yep.
John Hyrcanus
Converted
made them,
them.
converted them to being under
Judaism.
Judaism.
Right.
Yeah.
Like verse 2.
Yeah.
So
This-
That's how we know that
Well,
some of them could be
verse
part of us too, because they intermingled at that time, and he converted them. So some of them are Jake, but majority of them are just devils, because you can see, they said when they get in that land, when the Israelites get back in that land, they said it should be war no more. But since they've been in that land,
None
it's
of them
been
war.
World War I,
Yeah.
it's been World War II, and now we're at World War III. So how could they be the people?
Even
How could the Balfour Declaration
Yeah.
feel by biblical
Even that
prophecy
first
that
day,
we're
right?
in World
Yeah,
War
the
III?
Six-Day War.
Six-Day War.
Yeah, even the first day when they came into becoming a state, they had that 6-day war. Yeah,
They've
those
been
Arab,
at war ever
Yep.
since.
and those Arab nations that came against them.
They've been the most warring nation. Because the scripture says they would be.
Right.
But continuing, it says, before the decree bring forth, before the day pass as the chaff,
Right.
before the fierce anger of Yahweh.
Right. And he's going to bring that destruction, man. That's what he's bringing. So right now, as a people, we got to get right. We got to get in that right mindset. Because none of us know if we're the elect or not, but we got to have that right mindset.
Come upon you, before the day of Yahweh's anger come upon you.
Yeah, because the Lord comes in with wrath. A lot of people think he's coming, with open arms to welcome everybody. That's not how he's coming. They've made a false, narrative. Okay, of what the Lord's really about. He's not about that. Now he's gonna gather his elect, for
Well,
sure.
there's balance, man. You gotta say
There's a balance.
there's a balance, because the Lord said a false balance is abomination to him. So he's coming to deliver the elect, but destroy the rest.
Right.
So it's a balance. The Lord's coming with a balance. So, you know, the Lord's not going to be unequally yoked. He's going to destroy on one hand and deliver on the other.
Right.
All simultaneously. It's going to all happen at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Verse 3, seek ye Yahweh, all ye meek of the earth, which have wrought his judgment.
Right. We all deserve punishment. That's why we're in the position we're in. You know, living in the hood, the barrios, and the reservations.
Yeah.
This is all what we done. You know, so deservedly so.
Deserve.
You know, we're in this position.
And this identifies, you know,
Yeah.
who's actually going to reap the benefit and the judgment, because it says, hey, what does it say? You only have I known
Right.
of all the families
Right.
of the earth, therefore
Right.
will I punish you for your transgressions. And it says, which have wrought his judgment. So who wrought his judgment?
Mhm.
Israel. We
Israelites. Yep.
did. Israelites. All 12 tribes. We wrought the judgment, you know, that came down upon our heads.
That's why we're under the curses.
Yeah. It says, seek righteousness, seek meekness. It may be ye shall be hid in the day of Yahweh's anger.
Right. And that's what we're hoping for. Hey, to be hid, okay, in that time. When that time comes, we want to be hid. If we want to be lifted up, right, in the so-called
Well,
UFO,
it says, yeah.
the chariot.
Psalms 91 says, be in his feathers, right? So you know about Psalm 91, yeah. Because we in the hidden place,
Mhm.
secret place of the Most High.
Right.
Psalms 91, secret place. That's what we're talking. We want to be in that chariot.
Yeah, Isaiah
That's
26
it.
and 10, right?
Yeah.
Hide thyself for a little moment to the indignation
To
be
the indignation
overpassed.
pass, Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the chariots.
Right.
The UFO, what they call UFOs, which are the chariots.
And you've been hearing about that, right? All the sightings. Yeah.
Yeah, those are the angels. They're about to get ready
Yeah.
to pounce on this place.
You know,
The Lord's about to get ready to strike on this place.
what do they say? They're little green man, they're big gray man, okay, so on and so forth, man. Which is
False.
it's not
Lies,
true.
lies.
It's more of their lies. You know.
Captured some.
Yeah, Area 51 and all that. That's
Yeah,
all bad
angels. And not to mention, even their own scientists said that, and really they're further than that. But just the 1,000, it says that they're 1,000 years more advanced than us.
Technology.
You tell me if a technology is 1,000 times more advanced than you think that thing is going to crash?
Yeah.
Come on. They say it crashed. Area 51. Oh, it crashed, and we have an alien spaceship because it crashed. What's 1,000 times more advanced than you? Which is way more advanced than that.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Lord, it says the Ancient of Days. There's no days to the Lord.
Yeah.
Like He's beyond. You know what I'm saying? So you think His technology? He gave you the technology.
Right.
He allowed you to have. He put it in your little mind through what's his name? The dude couldn't tie his shoe. Oppenheimer. But what's his name?
Yeah.
What's his name?
The guy in the wheelchair.
Yeah, him. But then no, the other one with the yeah, you got it.
Steve. I forget his name now.
What's
The one that had
Stein-
the gun in
Einstein.
his chair.
Einstein
Oh,
too.
Einstein.
Einstein couldn't tie his shoes, but he knew how to do the mathematical equations to help them know how to get to the moon or go to the stars. Well, they didn't go to the moon,
And he even
go to
knew.
the stars. Yeah.
He even knew the advancement of the technology.
So
So
that-
he said if there's going to be a World War IV, there's going to be fought with
With
sticks and stones.
Yeah, because he helped them.
So
He
you know,
helped them with the missiles.
so he, they know. So anybody got anything else? So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close out and give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Hashem, Yahushai, Ba'Hashem, Hakadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of the great millstone, whom we should learn this truth. Peace and blessings to the house of David, doing his work with all righteousness, truth, and sincerity. We want to say shalom to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Shalom. You got it, brother. And Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.
To those who's coming upon us and those that are already in it.